Welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web with your adventurous guide to the good times, Charlotte Tweed. Each week, Charlotte takes you on the journey of a lifetime to a delightful Caribbean locale where the sun never sets on your good life at a great price. And now with her muy amigo, Carib Carter, here's your host, Charlotte Tweed. Hello. This is Carib Carter, and welcome to Charlotte's Wandering Web, where every Tuesday we head south to what's the song now? Down Mexico way. Yeah, south of the border, down Mexico way. So let's welcome our host and guide, Charlotte Tweed. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Carter. How are you?
I'm good. You like that rendering?
Beautiful.
Almost as good as Sinatra. All right. Here we go. How is everything in Mexico south of the border?
Well, the birds are singing. The sky's blue. The temperature is perfect. It's a lovely 26 degrees Celsius, which is 79 Fahrenheit today.
What is a Fahrenheit?
79.
Wow, that is beautiful. I love it. Right around 80 is absolutely perfect.
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
Perfect.
I agree.
So how long have you been there now? 2 months?
In Ajijic, we have been here just about a month.
About a month.
Mexico is coming up 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah, 5 months already.
I can't
Incredible.
believe it. It just seems like yesterday you left Nicaragua and headed to Mexico.
I know. It's crazy.
By the way, folks, make sure to subscribe to Charlotte's Wandering Web. Your show has just skyrocketed. I saw they sent me a graph of different, number of people watching shows, and they're up like this, and all of a sudden goes like that, and that is yours.
Awesome.
I was hoping it was Coffee with Carib Carter, but it was not. I was gonna change it before I sent it on, but it is what it is. It's fantastic.
That's great. That's great.
It's congratulations. Yeah. Well, it is. It's just, you are a delightful person, as we said before, and obviously the audience agrees with me. So what is happening in Mexico? What is happening?
Well, we had market day on Wednesday. We always go to the markets. I love market day. It's my favorite thing to do Wednesday mornings. And you can get everything you need at the market here. It runs a whole street, and you go from one end and just walk your way to the other. You can get your fresh meats. You can get seafood. You can get vegetables, meat pies. We have our favorite little meat pie stand, which when I say meat pies, they look like pizza pops. If you guys know what pizza pops are, they're kind of a little like folded over meat pie, but they taste way better than pizza pops. And you can buy clothing, you can buy leather goods, you can buy pizza, tacos, like everything at this market. It is absolutely incredible. So that's
every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, yes. So that's
Wednesday.
where I go and get my vegetables for the week and buy fresh eggs and the meat pies, and I buy English muffins. It's the only place I have seen English muffins in Mexico is at the market. And I love English muffins.
I love English muffins. It's so funny you said it. Every morning I have a raisin English muffin for breakfast. Oh, yeah, so we share that. Now I would imagine this is, I would think that everything you buy at the market, all the food, is like chemical free.
It is, and it's fresh. I bought a head of cauliflower. This time we were there, I go to different vendors and kind of spread it around a bit. And then you also find who you like the best, who gives you the best prices, who has the most fresh produce. And we tried a new one this week. He had cauliflower, and I needed cauliflower. And he saw me eyeballing the cauliflower, and he's, my lady, it's fresh, no chemicals, organic. So we bought a head of cauliflower, some avocados, and that cauliflower, I tell you, the only truck that cauliflower was on was the one from his farm to the market, because it tastes so fresh.
Wow. Now, you mentioned avocado. It just so happens I went up to the local white supermarket here And my wife, being Honduran, loves avocados. And I got one avocado, and it was $4. One.
I think that's even more expensive than Canada.
It was a Biden avocado. That's why it was so expensive. So what do you think you paid for your avocado there?
I don't know what I paid for the avocado individually, but I can tell you what I bought. So I bought 12 this is at different vendors. So we totaled up when we got back. I bought 12 cucumbers because I love cucumbers. We bought six carrots, 6 potatoes, 2 onions. I bought a bag of mushrooms, my head of cauliflower. What else did I get? Garlic, tomatoes. I got a little bigger than a pint of the little grape tomatoes, and I got tomatoes on the vine, 4 tomatoes on the vine, my dozen eggs, my 4 English muffins, and 10 meat pies, and it came out to $37.75.
Total. All that.
Total. All that.
That easily would have cost $100 at the market, at the supermarket I just went to. Easily. Seriously. Easily. Yeah.
Easily.
And the tomatoes, I bought 3 tomatoes. They cost an arm and a leg, but they said vine ripen. I felt like saying, where was this vine? Because it was no vine in York, Pennsylvania. I can tell you that.
And it probably had zero flavor.
What'd you say?
It probably had zero flavor.
Oh, it'll have zero flavor. You're exactly right. Yeah. And so yours are really, I mean, tomato, all this stuff you just mentioned right now is growing fresh down there.
Yes. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And my avocados, and and these avocados were, you could tell, like they were picked from a tree because they're all different sizes. They're not all the perfect same size avocado. Yeah, they're picked right from a tree. So
right from the tree.
They all come from a tree. But he brought it right from, I'm sure, a tree in his farm. So
it's wonderful. And fresh meat like chicken.
Yeah, chicken. I have not tried the meat at the market yet. I'm still a little bit chicken to buy the raw meat that sits out all day. But we ran across this lovely couple that we met. I can't remember if I mentioned them before, Horst and Inga, and they're Canadian. They actually live in the Yukon, and they're here right now checking out the place, scouting it out to see if they want to live here. And we run into them on the streets everywhere. A delightful couple. And he said, oh, the meat, we've heard the chicken is really good there. And it's okay if it's sitting out. He said, yeah, the odd fly lands on it or whatever, but it's not the flies that lay eggs. It's just a house fly. And he said, and when you cook it, it's fine anyway. So it's okay. I'll have to try the chicken, but I haven't tried the chicken yet.
They have you think they have like fresh beef at this street vendor market?
I haven't seen beef, but I have seen fish and chicken.
And fish, where are they getting these fish? Did you tell me there's no fishing in Lake Chalapa?
No, they fish. They fish in.
Where'd I get that? Where'd I get that?
There's fish because I have actually seen people fishing in the lake. I've seen they stand on the end, and I've seen them bring nets in with fish, and I've seen fishing poles with fish. It's not a swimmable lake. There's too much algae.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, there's too much algae in it.
So I would imagine they have probably bass and tilapia, right? When you think,
I haven't bought the fish either. I love seafood, but my husband doesn't eat seafood, so I stick to usually when we're in restaurants and get seafood when we go out to eat. So,
right,
yeah,
it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So, and you know how to make all this fresh stuff, right?
Oh yes, I love veggies. Yeah, and you can buy fruit, all kinds of fruits. And there was one thing at the market, and I had to stop and ask her. I have no idea what it was, but it was in a big cauldron, and it was boiling, and it was a very dark liquid, almost like a brown sugary syrup liquid, and it had these big orange things floating in it with seeds. So I asked, hablas inglés? Do you speak English? And she's a Paquita. And I said, what is this? Because there's a ladle in it, and it's sweet potato and pumpkin.
Ooh,
so
wow.
It's some kind of a sweet potato and pumpkin soup. I don't know.
Did you get any?
I didn't, because no, I didn't.
I love those sweet potatoes and pumpkin. I've never
Yeah,
had them
so do
together in a
I.
soup.
No, and it was boiling. It was hot, and it was hot outside. So I don't like eating really hot stuff when I'm hot outside. I mean, it just
Yeah,
heats you
yeah,
up,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but it was super interesting. Super
Let me,
interesting. You see different things here. Yeah.
yeah, let me ask you this: do they have figs?
Yes, there was fresh figs at the market too. At the
Really?
place, yes, at the place where I bought the cauliflower. There was fresh figs
'Cause
there this time.
I love figs, and it would seem to me when I lived in Honduras, I would occasionally see figs, but it was so rarely that I started to think maybe it was my imagination because I don't know where they grow. I don't
Yeah,
know whether they grow in warm climates or cool or I guess it must be warm.
it'd be warm, and figs actually do grow in the on the west coast of Canada as well.
Oh, they do.
They do, yeah, yeah.
They do.
The west coast in Vancouver, they have a milder climate, right? They can grow more things than the rest of Canada. So,
So how were they? Was the market crowded, and how were the people? Were they friendly? And
oh, very friendly. I mean, you're going there to spend money, right? So they're happy. They're always happy to see you. And some of them speak incredible English. Some don't. I mean, that's fine. We're in Mexico, really, right? You should be speaking Spanish. But they're very friendly and tons of people, lots of people buying and lots of people selling.
do you drive down or take a cab or?
No, we walk.
Oh, it's that close.
Yeah, it's that close. The location, we're in a great location here for walkability. Like the market is maybe 5, maybe 10-minute walk to the market and back. So that's a nice distance. Get out and stretch your legs. Restaurants are all around here, grocery stores, butchers, coffee shops. The lake is walkable from here. So it's a really good location where we are located at this
It's really
moment.
a fantastic location.
It
Now, how
is.
much? Now, are you going to be there for a while yet? You think?
This place we're renting right now, this is our last week here.
Uh-oh.
Next, yeah, we only had it for a month. So next month we're going to we're still going to be on Lake Chapala, but we're going to be in a different community called Chula Vista.
What is it?
Chula
Tula,
Vista. Chula.
Tula Vista.
Chula Vista.
Chula or Tula?
Chula, CH.
Chula. Oh, like Lake Chulapa.
Yeah. So it's easier for you to say too.
Yes, it's going to be much. I still
Yeah.
can't pronounce the one where you are now.
No, no.
So good.
Akihi.
Good.
Yeah, so that's where we're going Sunday. We check in there, and it's a different area again. And this time we're going to be in a gated community, so we'll see the difference of living right in town versus living in a gated community.
Oh, it is a gated community.
The one we're going to on Sunday, yes.
I wonder. Now you have traveled more than me. I mean, the only Central American country I've lived in is Honduras. You know, I've been in Guatemala. Obviously, I think I had to go to Guatemala because in every 90 days in Honduras you have to leave the country and come back if you're a foreigner like I am. And so I think I drove over across, and I'm serious. It's just as easy. Go across the border, grab a Coca-Cola or whatever, come back, and okay, you're good for another 90 days. And unlike the United States, they take illegal aliens very seriously in Honduras. So you always do that 90-day thing. But in the now where you are, do you have to leave every 90 days or anything like that?
It's 180 days in Mexico.
Oh, it's much better.
Yes. I think that's because they love the snowbirds coming down, right?
Oh,
So
that's right. Yeah.
yeah,
So
over the
that's a
winter
half a year.
periods. So you have 180 days on a tourist visa. Now we are looking into something. We had heard from the realtor who was showing us around to the different areas that because of COVID, there was a policy that the government had put in place that if you entered Mexico twice within the last 5 years and your most current entry is before the end of December 2021, we may be able to apply for temporary residency without leaving.
Wow.
So
Excellent.
she gave us the contact number for the immigration lawyer that they work with to see if we can possibly qualify for this program. So then we won't have to leave in June. We're hoping.
Very, very, very nice. You mentioned gated community. And you've had a lot more experience in other countries than I have. But what percentage of the people do you think, or where you are right now, what percentage of expats, I should say, live in gated communities versus just homes like you're in?
That's a really good question. I think a lot of the people that live in the gated communities are more of the snowbirds, because when they leave, they want that protection of the security guards and someone around there all the time. And then a lot of the time they'll put it in a rental pool, like the one that we're renting. Canadians own it, and they just come down from January to April and then put it on Airbnb or in a rental pool during the summer when they're not here.
Okay. I would bet in Honduras, based upon all the people I met, because I lived there a year solid, I would bet among gringos that 70 to 80% are in gated communities.
Yeah.
I would just bet that. Now, I didn't. I didn't. I lived in just El Pino, a regular community, because I wanted to, be around Hondurans. Yeah.
And
Obviously.
it's more convenient. Like, I'm concerned the walkability won't be as good where we're going, but that's why we're going to check out the different areas, so we know what we like, what we don't like. And if it's not walkable, I love that we have access to everything and can walk to the market every morning, walk to wherever we need to go, and we're there in 5 or 10 minutes. Which is if the gated communities are usually a little bit more off, a little bit more remote. If you have to have a car, is that really what you want? If you want a car, fine. But if you want to walk, you may need to live in the community. And we have really enjoyed our time in the community.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like to walk a bit. Rachel and I, my wife and I, have 2 homes in Honduras. One is in a gated community, La Ceiba Beach Club, right on the ocean. But the other is in a little town called El Calan, which is just a little town of, I'll probably be the only Blanco, as my wife calls me, in El Calan. And you can walk anywhere. Yeah. You can walk down to the fruit stand. You can walk to the little. I just love it. I love that. Yeah.
And it is safe.
Yes.
It is safe.
Very safe. It's just essentially it's a small town is what it is. Which I get. You're kind of like, are you in like a small town?
Yeah.
No, you're in a big town.
Well, the population's 11,000.
That's a good size.
Yeah, it's a nice size.
Yeah.
And I believe the towns that make up along the edge of Lake Chapala, it's about 55,000 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when you were at the market, what would you say was the proportion of expats to natives?
Probably 30% expats, I would say.
That's pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a lot of expats here. It's very condensed concentrated with expats.
Yeah. I think it is just, I think the numbers are showing, as you and I have talked about it, and is obviously going to increase, more and more North Americans are moving south of the border, not just visiting or being snowbirds, but actually making the move. I hear from a lot of them as the president of the Offshore Club. So, which is a smart move. Well,
and cost of living is a huge part of it.
Look at this picture. This is a perfect picture. I just sent this mailing out to the members of the Offshore Club. Look at this. This is the house, the little vinyl siding home there is in Brooklyn, New York, where the average price of a home is, what does it say, $845,000. And that gorgeous mansion there is in Grand Pacifica, Nicaragua. And what is it, $179,000?
I've seen that house.
What'd you say?
I've seen that house at GP, at Grand Pacifica.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So the smart people are moving south. And one of the ways, and we're almost out of time, so I want to talk for a few minutes about this, of folks learning about all the advantages of moving south, is your magazine.
Yes. Escape Artist Insiders.
Which is, it's a great, it is the best international magazine, offshore magazine. Absolutely. And
Well, thank you.
the new one comes out, is it next week?
May 1st,
May
which is
1st.
Sunday. Yeah, May 1st it comes out. And the theme this month is big ideas. And our headline article is an interview I did with the president of Liberland.
That's right. We talked about
Yeah,
that. You interviewed the
the newest
president of
micronation.
Lieberland. Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. And I know I interviewed Joel Nagel. He said
Mm-hmm.
he has a great article coming out. America's #1 assets protection attorney has an article in it, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
And how about, does our friend Mike Cobb have an article in it, the Offshore Investment Oracle?
Yes, he does. The Offshore Oracle has a column in there as well. Mike Cobb, yes, he does. As well as yours truly.
Yes, thank you.
Carter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you have an article. Do you do?
I do.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Folks,
Yeah.
this lady is a great writer. A
Oh,
great writer. I
thank
mean, the first time I ever read a piece by you, I thought, wow, that is just it. You are a writer who makes people, you draw people in, which to me is just the key of good writing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So folks, go to escapeartist.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you told us there is a button
Yeah,
on the homepage.
Yes, there's a subscribe button there. So you can
Good.
subscribe right on the website. Comes out May 1st. It's going to be a fantastic edition. You know, we're putting the finishing touches on it this week. So it will be awesome. And another country you can learn about. Maybe another one you want to do residency, because I filled out my e-residency form and I'm all through. I just have to send in my picture and I get my little official card.
Now, next week when we talk to you, you're going to be in your new location?
Yes, we'll be in the new location.
Fantastic. Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to that. This is always just an absolute pleasure. It really is. I look forward to this, our chit chat every week. And it's just so, it's like we're in the same room together. I do. It's just, you really have a way of making people feel welcome. So thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
And I know you viewers feel the same way. There we go.
Great. Awesome. We'll have a fantastic week.
Yeah, you do the same. Thank you, Charlotte. We'll talk to you next week. There you go, folks. Charlotte's Wandering Web, south of the border down Mexico way. She described a great lifestyle to you, a great lifestyle, and it is yours for the asking just by making your move south of the border to the good life at a great price. So let's do this thing.